Hi guys, so welcome back to the Hapa United and welcome back to me, the Hopper Girl 92 aka Simone. First I want to show you the shirt that I got from cafepress.com. It says half Asian. See, it says one half Asian and it's like a fracker. So anyways, today I'm going to be talking about not looking like any of your nationalities. Now, I am Japanese, German, Russian, and Chinese. My father is Japanese and German. His mother was Japanese, his father was German, and my mother is Russian, Chinese, and she is German also. Before, in my previous video, I did not mention that she was also German, but she is. Her mother is half Chinese, half German, and her father is Russian. So, to get that out of the way, so I've been told over the years by friends and just by people that I don't look more Asian or more white. I don't look it at all. People think I look Hispanic, and I think the reason is half because where I live there's a lot of Hispanics, and half because I think my face does kind of fit like Hispanic features. It doesn't, maybe they think it doesn't fit like typical Asian features or white features. There are some things about me that I think do look Asian or more white. And then I guess there are some things about me that fit Hispanic culture, even though I personally do not have any of that blood in me. It's just interesting. I find it really weird though, when my parents were my age, they looked very Asian. I don't find myself looking like my parents when they were younger. It's very weird. Like, I don't think I look like them. So I find it weird that I have a different ethnicity look than my parents did when they were younger. And I also find it really rude when people think I'm lying when I say I'm part Asian and part white. Just because I live in a city where there are not a lot of Asians or white people. There are, but not a lot. The majority is Hispanic. Does not automatically make me one. I think of my look as a, different type of mixture, because my parents are Hapa. Maybe if one of my parents was full white or full Asian, I wouldn't be getting these kind of weird looks from people or getting these kind of weird things like people think I'm lying about my ethnicities. Also, I've seen many mixed Hapas who also don't look more Asian or white, so I don't think there's any need for people, to start getting crazy and think, we're lying and shit like that. Like, we're not lying. Okay, so I didn't grow up eating any type of ethnic food, whether it be Japanese, German, Russian, and Chinese food. I just kind of grew up eating like American food, and I don't think I'm more in touch with either my white or Asian side. I think I'm pretty much embracing both sides. If you can't tell, back there I have like a Japanese poster I got like 3 years ago. And then I have like a bunch of other things. So I think I pretty much embrace both sides equally well. Now, I'm sorry. I know that can't be said for both of my parents. I know when my dad was younger, he kind of leaned more towards his Asian side because in Hawaii, there's a lot of Japanese people. And, he just leaned towards his Asian side to fit in and, Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, my mom leaned more towards her white side because back in California, back then, there were nothing but white people. So she did that to fit in. So it's very different than how it is now. I think it's really interesting, though, to be mixed, like with a lot of different ethnicities, like with 5, 6, 7 things. And I find it really nice to see someone who is, like, I always think, oh my gosh, that guy is so attractive, that girl's so pretty. And yeah, so in closing, for all you Hapas who think that, who are very mixed and who don't look more Asian or white, and who have idiots telling you that you're not and who think you're lying, just know that they're just stupid. Don't worry about them. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you some pictures that that I have of some of my family, and you can judge for yourself what you think they look like. Is eating a piece of cake. I don't know where that is. And then that hand right there is my dad. And she is everything that I am plus Filipino. Her father is my stepbrother. Oh, and she's also Hawaiian. Her father is my stepbrother, and he's everything that I am plus Hawaiian, and her mom is full Filipino. And she also has a sister, my niece Sky, who is going to be 16 this year, and she's also the same as her. And I think my niece is even coming here to Southern California this year for college, so I'm going to be really excited to see her if she does come. This is another picture of me and my dad when I was 7. I was in ballet. I have like a really awkward face. He gave me a bouquet of roses. And that's him. Yeah. And then this is us, I believe, at SeaWorld. I think I was like a really Asian looking baby there, or toddler. And then that's him. You can kind of tell with him, you can kind of see the more Japanese side, I would say. I think his eyes personally look more Asian to me, and then I think when I was a baby I looked more Asian. This is him and his mother back in when he was younger, and his mother, obviously you can tell she is Japanese, and that's him. You can tell he looks pretty Asian looking. Now this is his adoptive mother. He was adopted, so this mother here and his father are not his real parents. However, for a fact, we do know his real parents are Japanese and German. So his adoptive mother is surprisingly also Japanese, and his adoptive father is Swedish, which is why I believe my last name is a Swedish last name and not a German last name, because my dad's real father was German, and if he had grown up with his real father, I would have a German last name, and his real mother is Japanese. Okay, so this is my dad when he was 15, I believe. You can tell his eyes. You can tell he looks more Hapa than I do. And yeah. And then this is a picture of me, my mom, and my great-grandma. And then I have a few more pictures after this.